So about 3 years ago, I added up all the money I'd spent on new cars, nearly new cars, and latterly PCP, and I realised this has got to stop. So wind forward a few years, I now have 3 cars. They're all very different. They're all brilliant. I love them more than I love my dog. That's not true. And they're all holding their value, and one in particular is actually going up in value.
So that led me to think, what other cars are out there for, say, a budget of around about 30,000? Something that you could actually use every single day, would be really, really good fun to own, really great to drive, and not depreciate like a V6 diesel quadruporte the millisecond it's left the showroom.
Approaching a fixed speed camera in 500 yards. Speed limit is 60 miles per hour.
And that's another thing. With older cars, you might not have all the tech in there, but all the tech you need is on your phone. Just hook your phone up, easy to do. And something like Waze, it gives you all the traffic warnings, all sorts of stuff. Perfect.
Warning, car YouTuber ahead talking a massive load of bollocks.
But that's enough of that. So I'm actually on my way right now to go and see a car that really fits the bill, ideal. It's sort of around about the 30k, it's low mileage, it's absolutely fantastic to drive, you can use it every day, brilliant looking car. It is something I would consider buying, but this particular one I'm actually photographing because I work every day as a photographer for a sports car and prestige car dealer, which gives me a great opportunity to have a poke around some of the cars I'm really interested in. And yeah, we'll have a look around it once I get there. So I've just arrived. I'm just going onto the trusty GoPro because it's quick and easy. So forgive the image if it's not as utterly brilliant as it normally is. Anyway, let's go into the dealership and I will show you the car that I'm photographing today. It also fits the bill. There's a mystery man. That ideally, if you want to be a bit of a maniac, I'm not saying you could use that as a daily, but that is within the price bracket, believe it or not. It's amazing. Another car, this one is within the price bracket. This is an Alpina B7 4.4 supercharged, within the price bracket. I don't think that's ever going to go down in value. But the one I'm here to look at today, now as far as fitting the criteria goes, I don't think it gets much more perfect than that. I have had a lot of cars over the years, but I've never owned a 911. I think it's one of those cars, as a petrol head, it's almost a must. From the free car hunter perspective, this 2007 39k mile low owner car, it is compelling. Looking at price trends for the 997, for at least 5 years they have held their price, probably increased in value a bit. Ignore the spike at the end, that's just an anomaly. It's also a manual. Now, I'm not a huge expert on 911s, but to me, this 997 is in the sweet spot, and I really don't think this will depreciate at all. I've discovered from a maintenance perspective, the IMS bearing is the biggest concern, but this one's been sorted at the same time as it had a new clutch. So it's very, very likely this car will be a dream to own. But the dilemma I have is if I were to buy that 911, it means getting rid of one of the cars I've got. I haven't got the room at home or in the garage for 4 cars. And that car also happens to be 2005, straight 6, 3.4 litre, 2-seater sports car, but very, very rare, 167 only in the whole country. It is a bit of a first world problem to have, I know, but you know, generally speaking, everything's brilliant. Now this is the car I'm talking about. It's my 2005 Alpina Roadster S. There's loads to talk about with this car. It's actually coming out of winter hibernation now, so it will be on the channel next week.